If you're a recruiter and you're currently struggling with business development, I'm going to show you a step-by-step tutorial today of how you can take your business development to the next level and beat all of your competition. So today we're going to be using three main tools, which is Apify.com, Clay.com, and also Smartlead.ai. So when we're using Apify.com, we're actually going to scrape job boards and find all the companies that are hiring for specific positions. So if we go over to Apify, I'm going to show you exactly how we can do this. So as you can see from my screen, if we go to the store on Apify and search for LinkedIn jobs, we can find a LinkedIn job scraper that will help us with our outreach. So say we want to be targeting software developers in the United States. I've already got this set up, and let's say we want to get 20 results. You can set this up to have a maximum of 1,000 results at a time, but this might take a few minutes to get all 1,000. So if I save and start this search, what we're going to do is get 20 jobs that are job openings for software engineers in the US and get all those companies that are hiring. So as you can see, in 11 seconds, we've got all of those results. We've got all of those 20 or 25 in this case, job openings for software engineers in the States. So what you're going to do is export that as a CSV file, just download it. And then we're going to use our next tool, which is Clay.com, which is going to help us find the contacts at these companies that we want to reach out to. Now, it's really important to mention that with using Apify, you want to go for a specific job title that you have a good candidate for. Now, what we're actually going to do today is use a most placeable candidate campaign, or an MPC, and record a Loom video on that candidate and why they're so good for that position. So this allows us to achieve scale whilst also achieve personalization. So for those software engineering roles, they're likely going to have a similar job description and have similar core skills and core requirements. So we can record a Loom video of a generic software engineer that has good experience and good skills and send it to these contacts that are hiring for that software engineer. So to do that, we're going to want to find all of the contact details on Clay.com. So what we're going to do is create a new table. We're actually going to import data from a CSV, which is the file that we've literally just downloaded. So if I upload this, we'll be using the LinkedIn URL of the company to find the contacts at that company. So if we just wait for that to load in there, it's adding all the columns and it's now loaded. So you can see that we've got the company URL here of the LinkedIn company, and we're going to use that to actually find the contacts. So if we add a new column and click add enrichment, we're going to search for find contacts. I find the LinkedIn icon called find contacts at company, and we're going to use this one to help us find the key decision makers for that role. So the job title keywords, these are the job titles that you want to reach out to. So for this example, I'm going to put CEO, hiring manager, and director of engineering. We also want to ensure that we're targeting people in the United States, as some of these companies will be sort of multinational and global, and we won't want to be contacting someone in another country if that's not where the job's been posted. So in locations, you're going to want to put United States. And personally, I like to only go for 3 contacts maximum at each company to avoid us reaching out to loads of people at the same company, which in my opinion doesn't look good. So if we put all of those results in, we can save and run for the first 10 rows to find if it's actually working for us. So as that's loading, you can see that we found quite a few profiles, found 3 profiles, 1, 2 profiles. Okay, so that's a pretty good success rate. What you're going to want to do here is basically write this to another table. So if we go here and we click plus, we add another table, you're going to want to add a blank table. Okay, so this is just going to be to find their email address. So I'm going to change this to their work domain, because all we need to find these contacts' email addresses is their full name and their work domain, and Clay.com will help us find their email addresses from there. So I'm just going to make sure this is all in the right format and we'll be good to go. Perfect. So if we go back to that table we just created, we can go straight to the end and basically push these results into the next table. So for this one, you're going to click on, or you're going to type in write to other table, and you're going to want to select from the list that we've just created, which would be find contacts at company. I'm going to click on people, and you're going to click on insert all 3 items. From there, you're going to want to select the column of the table, match them up, so name and name, and then we're going to match up the work domain with the domain that we've got from the company, and that's the company URL on it, just company name. Okay, so we'll save that and we'll search those. But this will basically give us the full names of the contacts and what company they work for. So from there, we can find the domain of these companies. If you just type in domain, perfect, this one, and then it just wants the company name, which we've just put in, and it'll give us the domain of those companies. So once we've got the contact's full name and we've got their company, we can go ahead and find their email address. Okay, so once we found the email addresses by using the enrichments once again on Clay, which would be, if you just type in email and it's called work email, you just need to put in their full name and the work domain and hit save and run first 10 rows. Then we will get those email addresses. Okay, so once we've got those email addresses, then we'll want to upload them into SmartLead. So SmartLead will be used for sending all of the emails out, and all of the emails will contain the Loom video of your candidate. So that software engineer that you're really proud of, that has all the skills that match with your job description, you'll send that in the email to all of these contacts. Now this is where it starts to get interesting. Once we've actually sent that email out, what we can do is create a webhook using Slack. And what we can do is create an event. So every time someone clicks on that link in the email, which the Loom video will be the only link in the email, we know that someone has watched that Loom video. So what we can do is once someone has clicked the video, send us an automatic Slack notification, and we can push their email address, their name, and their phone number from the contact list that we've imported, and give them a call 2 minutes after they've watched that video and catch them basically as soon as we've got their attention. So this will be really key in ensuring the success of your campaigns, as a lot of contacts will just watch the video and have no intention to reply. If we're getting automatically notified whenever your contacts are watching that video, so you can call them, your chances of success are multiplied significantly. So that's what we recommend using for SmartLead. So that is the whole system from A to Z of how to create your runs on Apify, enrich them using Clay, and upload them to SmartLead, and then even go the step further and create a notification when someone's watched your video so you can give them a call. I hope that video has helped, and if you've enjoyed watching this one, please hit the subscribe button and please give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one.